And because companies, if you think about it, a company has a lot of stakeholders. A lot of people are impacted by the decisions of a company. You've got the workers for the company, you've got the customers for the company, you've got the suppliers, you got the environment. A lot of people are affected. Why would the shareholders be the only ones that matter? So basically, that sort of elitist mindset, which is fundamentally horrifically incorrect in my opinion, and at the very least is unethical, right? But that's what's been driving the American economy. So just a few years ago, as kind of a symbolic step toward some type of normalcy in this economic system, you had some of the leading bankers and leading CEOs get together and sign some document claiming that they were no longer just going to work to the benefit of the shareholders, that they're going to work to the benefit of all society. How revolutionary is that? Like to say that other people matter beside us, right? And if you want to understand the impact of this philosophy, this way of thinking, which I think it really took off in the 80s. In the 80s, you had the movie Wall Street come out where Gordon Gekko was saying greed is good, right? And everybody's like, yeah, greed is good. And so what's happened is the evidence of that is that you've had this massive wealth gap, a really dangerously large wealth gap that's developed in America, where the average CEO, his pay is insanely high compared to the workers. The average investor's wealth is much, much higher than the average workers. And so, for those of you that really want to understand how this game works, you really want to get on that investor side of the economy. You don't want to be on the worker side. That's the dark, dirty, difficult side of town. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. We know workers. We can't do anything without workers, but it's designed so certain people accrue most of the benefits. And this leads me to have what sometimes can sound like unpopular opinions about things like integration. I say integration's okay. The problem is that we weren't integrated because people like us. We were integrated because they needed more workers. We were integrated to be a commodity. It's just like you integrate gas into your gas tank so your car can go further. You don't care about the gas. You just need the gas to do what it's going to do to help you drive a little bit further. Now the immigrants are kind of taking the place of black people. They're integrating them, right, to have a better life. But they don't want you to have a better life as a true wealth builder. They want you to come and cut their grass for $5 an hour. That's what they want. That's how they want to integrate you. They're not integrating people from Mexico so they can come and run the country and have real power and true equality. No, they need more workers. They need employees, right? And really, I would even argue that it's been so sinister that a lot of our social movements were engineered by capitalists to get people to go to work more. I think a big chunk of feminism, not all of it, a lot of it was needed to happen because America's been treating women pretty badly for a long time. But somehow when they convinced women that going to work in a factory every day was more important than like taking care of your own kids, I felt like that was going a little bit too far because your children are a form of wealth. And also, they're just a form of happiness. So they're it's fulfillment. It's legacy. Also, all these things, right? So they're like, we want you to want to come to work so bad that we want you to abandon your own kids to do it. Right? To hell with your legacy. We want to work you out of existence, right? And so now you're seeing populations decline in Western countries because of this overcommitment to the whole corporate plantation. And that is actually it's interesting because that's actually now leading to massive economic effects.